Last night was the Grammys, music biggest night. So, disclaimer, if you're a Drake fan, this is probably not the video for you. If you like honesty, this is more like where you belong. So, just to say that starting out. So, however, let's first of all, if you didn't hear, Kendrick did his thing at the Grammys last night. So let's just
Another one.
on a nice applause. No, that was too calm. Let's get one more cheer for this. Yeah, that was K-Dot last night. That was K-Dot doing his thing at the Grammys. So today I got a quick video we're gonna break down. We're gonna watch, and this is Rapaholics. So I haven't watched this yet. So this is the first time I'm going to be watching this, and I figure I'll watch it with y'all. This is peepodcove. If this is your first time here, I appreciate you stopping by. Want to support the channel? Hit the like button. I appreciate it.
The Grammy for Best Rap Song goes to Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. The Grammy for Best Rap Performance goes to Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. The Grammy for Best Music Video goes to Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. And the Grammy for Record of the Year should go to Drake Family Matters because he fulfilled a prophecy with that song. The one thing he said throughout the entire beef that actually aged well was,
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand on my Grammy right now.
and Drake is probably
Damn, Drizzy. Listen, that's still to me one of the best parts of that song, you know, because it's catchy. I loved it, but to see it come to fruition, Drizzy, oh my God, I love it. Somebody just opened his, no, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody handed him a Grammy right now. They handed him what, 5? 5 plus 5 plus 5. Oh my God, dude is diabolical. Let's give him another one. That was another one. Well worth it, my dude. Well worth it, my dude. And you know what? That could be for you too, Drake. That could definitely be for you too, because you said he was going to get a Grammy and he got it.
like us. And the Grammy for Record of the Year should go to Drake Family Matters because he fulfilled a prophecy with that song. The one thing he said throughout the entire beef that actually aged well was,
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand on my Grammy right now.
and Drake is probably in some lavish Airbnb in Australia right now, cooped up, snuggling with Baka under a blanket, tears
Can't sell no tickets either. Don't forget to throw that in.
rushing down his face as he realized that the biggest diss track in history, which has had the entire world chanting that Drake is a certified OVHO PDF file, striking A minors, a song that broke all of Drake's streaming records.
Yo, it's crazy because if you saw the Grammy last night, I'm sure there are going to be clips of it coming around, but that's the part they chose to play when he came on the stage for the final the top album, when he came on the stage and he was like, "Hey Drake, I heard you," like, and they played that whole thing on the Grammys on national TV, and you could see Lucian Grange high-fiving Dr. Dre. Like, dude, this is an industry swiping they definitely swipe the leg. Project Porter, I know you be watching my junk. They swipe the leg, G. They swipe the leg.
Song that is about to get played on the Super Bowl stage in front of hundreds of millions of people. A diss song that has become so big, so damaging and detrimental to the biggest pop star of our generation's career that it broke the record of becoming the first diss song to ever catch a lawsuit. A diss song that allowed Kendrick Lamar to unify his entire city on stage in Inglewood at a show that generated hundreds of thousands of dollars for local LA businesses. Nonetheless, it's fair to say that Drake lines like "Get More Love in the City That You From" or "Numbers Wise."
Yo, this song made so many people money, like a lot of money. Like, it generated a lot of money for people. And that's why he's culturally connected. Because only he can do that, you know. When Drizzy comes in, yeah, he brings in money, but it doesn't go back into the culture. He takes it and vultures it away.
I'm out of here, you're not keeping up. Aged horribly, but the one line that mattered in Family Matters that aged like the finest of wines was none other than,
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand on my Grammy right now.
because tonight, Kendrick Lamar not only swept up every award in the rap category with Not Like Us, but Not Like Us becomes the most awarded rap song in the Grammys history and breaks the record of being the first hip-hop song.
You know what's crazy? You know what's it's crazy? Now I'm sitting here thinking. Now I understand why Drake filed this lawsuit. Like, yo, if they did not just tell you how much they don't like Drake by what they just did for Kendrick or Not Like Us, this has never happened. Never happened. And listen, like now, when you think of Drake, Drake is Not Like Us guy. That's a Not Like Us guy. He ain't even Drake anymore. And they basically told you, like, listen, we're gonna make sure this record wins every rap record other than the one they gave to Doechii. Other than that, but that was like a different category. K-Dot probably gonna win that next year for GNX. But listen, it's clear as day. They don't care. They don't care.
To ever win Song of the Year at the Grammys. While Drake is out here breaking records for being the first rapper to ever file a lawsuit over a diss song, Kendrick Lamar has only used
not one, but two.
Use that diss song to push the boundaries in hip-hop, unifying his city, pushing positivity, and breaking some of the most prestigious records in music history. Now, we're going to break down everything that went down at the Grammys, Kendrick's acceptance speech, everyone who was chanting A minor as he went up to accept his awards. There was a lot of them, all right? There was a lot of them. Drake was not lying. The one other bar that aged well was that this was definitely a 20v1. I don't know what Drake did to piss off the industry, but that lawsuit against UMG has really left him stranded in Australia against the whole music industry because
it seemed like they're going to leave him in Australia for a minute, in New Zealand or whatever. But, that's funny, man. I like that. He's definitely stranded over here. While everybody over here just partying, having a good time. Come back, Drake. Party with us. Enjoy the fun and let's get a couple of laughs in, and then we move on. Come on, don't fight it.
Because that entire Grammys building was singing Not Like Us louder than they were singing it at the pop-out concert. You thought a defamation lawsuit would stop the Grammys from playing Hey Drake, I Hear You Like I'm Young? Or
hey, you know what was crazy about the Grammy? These were celebrities. The celebrities were involved too. This wasn't just the people in the balcony. This was the celebrities as well. And they were like, even Taylor Swift, you should see her. They not like, man. Hey, Drake.
certified PDF files or A minor on national television, then you thought absolutely wrong. But honestly, this is not about Drake. This is about the boundaries that Kendrick just broke for hip-hop music. This is a historic night. This is honestly, in my opinion, the first time that the Grammys almost got everything right. They even got the biggest R&B singer in the world right now to stop boycotting them and put on a performance tonight, which we will touch on later. But I want to emphasize to you guys why this is so important for hip-hop and how Kendrick just sparked a massive change in the way the Grammys operate and really just the entire direction of where the culture is currently headed and the artistry that we will value from this point forward. If you're wondering for a second why it's so incredibly monumental that Kendrick just won both record and Song of the Year in the main categories for not just a hip-hop song, but a diss song nonetheless, when everyone thought that the future of diss songs and rap battles could potentially be compromised by the defamation lawsuit that Drake just filed, then I want to emphasize to you why it is such an achievement to win in one of these main categories. Since the inception of hip-hop and the Grammys, only one other hip-hop song has ever won in the main categories, and that was This Is America in 2019 by Childish Gambino for Record of the Year.
Also, that song started out as a Drake diss song when originally Childish Gambino started creating it. So this is the second diss track against Drake to win a Grammy.
No song has ever won Song of the Year. And let's look at the very few times that the Grammys ever even nominated hip-hop songs in these main categories, and let's see who they lost to. All the way back in 1990, MC Hammer was nominated for You Can't Touch This. Record of the Year, he lost to Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise. In 1996, they skipped over some of the most amazing hip-hop songs we've ever gotten, from legends like Tupac, Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre. The list goes on, but in 96, they did nominate Coolio for his song Gangsta's Paradise for Record of the Year, but that, of course, did lose to Eric Clapton's Change the World. In 1999, they nominated Lauryn Hill for Doo-Wop.
To be honest, though, back then, me personally, even some of these the artists they lost to, these were incredible songs as well. Because I remember like Gangsta's Paradise, that was huge. Can't Touch This. That song, if that song lost, That's something you could check because that went international. You can't touch this. Like that was international everywhere. But some of these artists back in the day, they weren't like little push-offs, like the Phil Collins and these were hit songs that was really, really big. Music back in to me, back then, I want to say 15, 20 years ago, I think it was better music in every genre. They were great music, a lot. I wouldn't say a lot better, but they were all great music.
For Record of the Year, that lost to Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On. In 2001, Eminem was nominated for Record of the Year with The Real Slim Shady. He lost to U2's Beautiful Day. Outkast was also nominated in that category for Hey Ya. They also lost. In 2002, Outkast again was nominated for Miss Jackson for Record of the Year. They lost to Norah Jones's Don't Know Why. In 2000,
and that's crazy because Norah Jones, that album was a good album, like really, like legendary. All these people these guys lost to was also amazing records. You know, they weren't like pushovers. They just because you know sometimes people would be like, "Yo, they didn't deserve that," but no, these were good artists too.
3, Eminem again was nominated for Record of the Year with Lose Yourself. He lost to Coldplay's Clocks. In 2004, with the emergence of Kanye West, we saw Jesus Walks get nominated for Song of the Year. That lost to John Mayer's Daughters. In the late,
that was another song, Jesus Walks. That song was big. That was a big song for Kanye. That's what I think that song put him in a different stratosphere because, you know, there were churches playing it. It became that was a hit song.
2000s and early 2010s, they seemed to nominate every song that had a Rihanna feature, as in 2008, Rihanna and Jay-Z.
Man, Riri was for like 10 years where she was just dropping nothing but hits. Anything she was on was winning for real. She's still that, but now she's kind of in the mess with UMG too, the record label. So we don't know if we'll ever see another Rihanna album. I'm hoping.
Z's song Umbrella was nominated for Record of the Year. That lost to Amy Winehouse's Rehab. In 2011, Eminem and Rihanna's song Love the Way You Lie was nominated for Record of the Year. That lost to Lady Antebellum's song Need You Now. In 2012, Rihanna and Kanye West's All of the Lights was nominated for Song of the Year. That lost to Adele's Rolling in the Deep. 2014, the Grammy Darlene Macklemore was nominated for Thrift Shop for Song of the Year. That lost to Lord Royals. In 2015, they nominated Iggy Azalea with her song Fancy. That, to no surprise, lost Record of the Year to Sam Smith's Stay With Me. In 2016, Kendrick received his first nomination for Song of the Year with his song All Right. That lost to Ed Sheeran's song Thinking Out Loud. Kendrick
It's Gonna Be All Right
again was nominated in 2018 for his song Humble. For Record of the Year, that lost to Bruno Mars's 24K Magic. 2019 was the
4K Magic. That was a good song too, right?
first time a rap song won with Childish Gambino's This Is America. It won Record of the Year. In 2020, Old Town Road by Lil Nas X lost Record of the Year to Billie Eilish. In 2023, Kendrick again was nominated for the Heart Part 5 for Record and Song of the Year. That lost as well. And so here we are today after dozens and dozens of snubs on classic records. Not Like Us becomes the first hip-hop song to win both Record and Song of the Year, and simultaneously becomes the most awarded rap song at the Grammys in history, as it won in every single category it was nominated in: Best Music Video, Best Rap Song and Performance, and of course, both Record and Song of the Year. Kendrick now also makes history, becoming the second most awarded artist at the Grammys. Second most awarded hip-hop artist, because with the 5 awards he took home tonight, he now has a total of 22 Grammys. He's only behind both Kanye West and Jay-Z, who have a total of both 24.
Yo, this is crazy because now he can say he's the best in every category when it comes to rap. It's the best ever. Like, you can't, he's on cloud 9 right now. But it's funny that Drake line, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody had him a Grammy right now. Yeah, 5 + 5 + 5, bitch.
4 awards each. But if you think for a second he's not going to surpass them next year, then you are sorely mistaken, because GNX was released in November. The cutoff date for albums that could be nominated for Grammys was in August.
And if you ask me, GNX is a classic album. It's definitely a classic album. So he's going to be back at the Grammys for sure next year to grab some more. Why Drake might still be stranded in Australia because they might need him to sell tickets to get some goddamn fuel to get on that plane to get home.
So GNX will only be able to be nominated for next year's Grammys. I have no doubt Kendrick will collect more than 2 awards next year, which will make him the most awarded hip hop artist in Grammys history. And if you guys have been keeping up with the channel, then I kindly ask you to smash the like button because we have been on point.
Yeah, man. Yeah, go over there, give them a follow, give them a like. They got really good stuff. If y'all want to go over there and check out the content without my commentary, I'm gonna leave the link in the description too. But hey, I got to talk about this, and this is hip hop's biggest night right here. You know, we sat here and we watched Drake talk about, oh, hip hop wasn't big this year. You know, on not Eden Ross. What's the other guy's name? He was on his stream, and it was trying to make it seem like hip hop ain't, because they saw this coming. That's why Drake was trying to go through that lawsuit. He knew they were gonna wipe the Grammys and give it all to K-Dot. I'm not saying K-Dot don't deserve all the accolades, but the way the music industry was cheering when he got it, man, it was like, yo, they had to make sure. It was like, okay, everybody got their votes in, right? We voting all this is unanimous. We're going to sweep this to make sure this song, Not Like Us, remains as the song to sweep every hip hop any category that they could stick that song into, they gonna give it the award. So when Drake comes back to the US and he looks at anything, Not Like Us is number one. A song calling you, well, we know.
With the predictions for the Grammys within the Rapaholics community, I told you guys weeks ago, Not Like Us was about to win Record of the Year. It was about to win every award in the rap category. I said Doechii would likely win Best Rap Album of the Year, but I gotta be honest, I did not expect a clean sweep like this.
And yo, give it up for Doechii too, man. That's TDE. I did not know she was from Florida, from Florida down there, but TDE, they doing their thing out there. Because you know what? They like real hip hop out there. They ain't about no artificial AI stuff.
I thought, yeah, he might win Record of the Year, but not both Record and Song of the Year. That is absolutely insane. I don't think the Grammys usually do that, where they give the same song both Song and Record of the Year. It just shows the impact, the cultural significance that Not Like Us has had over 2024 and what it will continue to do in 2025 and way beyond. And Kendrick made that known in his speech, or speeches, should I say. They had to get that boy up there a couple times. They weren't done giving him awards until the night was done. They were battling over who's Prince, who's Michael Jackson, Kendrick Lamar. I'm sorry, Drake. He is both. At this point, you got to just sue
that, yo. And I was thinking that when the stuff was going on, I was like, yo, he is Mike and Prince, because if you look at the accolades of Mike was getting all the awards, but Mike wasn't really writing it. But Prince was writing his stuff and getting Grammys too, you know. And either way, they were both dominant artists in their time, in the same time, actually. But what's really kind of been crazy for me is Drake hasn't been closer with the awards. Like Kendrick has 22? I think Drake got 5, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong. How much Grammys does Drake have? I'll check it after, but I think it's 5. So that's a huge difference, because these things are chosen by the peers. These aren't like chosen by fans. You know what I mean? If it was a fan award, Drake would have a lot more, because there were years when Drake was wiping everything and he still wasn't getting the awards. And that's because the music industry knew he wasn't the artist people thought he was. But they knew when this man bring his product to the store, it was genuinely true. So he wiped up, you know, and they knew Drake wasn't doing hip hop. He was doing pop hip hop, whatever that is.
The Grammys. That's all you could do, because this just solidified Not Like Us as possibly the greatest hip hop diss record of all time. Oh, and just another crazy stat before we jump into, you know, the whole Grammys breakdown, everything Kendrick said during his speeches, etc. The glazing isn't done. Another record that Kendrick Lamar has broken is he's become the only male rapper in history to win 5 Grammys in a single night. The craziest part is he's done this 3 different times. After the release of To Pimp a Butterfly, he won 5 awards at the Grammys in 2016. After the release of Damn in 2017, he won 5 awards at the 2018 Grammys. And now, after the release of Not Like Us. He has won 5 awards at the 2025 Grammys, all for that one song. So how many stocks does he really have in stock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus you know the rest. And I think,
Yo, that is so crazy to me that this dude just got 5 more Grammys and he didn't put an album out for it. Like, he ended up with 5 Grammys on a track. This in the what people call I don't ever see him as the greatest rap artist, because he wasn't just doing rap, he was singing, and that transcended him. But to me, he ain't the greatest rap artist or the greatest rap streamer out. That's not how I look at it. But to think about that, dude got 5 Grammys off of one song. That is amazing.
I think the most poetic part of this entire night is the fact that the presenter of Song of the Year at the Grammys, the woman who handed Kendrick Lamar his award for Not Like Us, was none other than the legendary Diana Ross, who starred in the movie The Wiz, the same movie that Kendrick Lamar sampled in Euphoria. The first line of the first diss track he released to kick off this battle, where Richard Pryor said, "Everything they said about me is true. I'm a phony."
You're not.
It's crazy because do you think they set stuff up like this? You know, because he did say it in the song, and it's crazy how we always get these links. Everything is linked, you know. But hey, the boogeyman always wins.
But a phony.
Everything they say about me is true. I'm a phony. I got no powers.
And my apologies, as I'm recording this video, quick edit, Jay-Z actually broke Kanye's record to become the most awarded rapper in history at the Grammys. He won his 25th award this year, as he was credited on Beyonce's album Cowboy Carter, which won the Album of the Year. In my opinion, another great pick. Beyonce has been...
I try to bash academics. If you watch his top played song Spotify list, Not Like Us was his #1 played song of the year. Euphoria was like #3, you know. So I think he's a bigger Kendrick fan than we think. You know, he like good music, and when you hear it, it tickles your ear.
Like, he's gonna have to win 4 more Grammys to beat Jay-Z's record as the most awarded rapper of all time at the Grammys. But tonight,
he's definitely gonna take Jay-Z record down. He may do that next Grammys, because GNX is a classic album, and I could see him getting at least 6 Grammys next year. Maybe Tyler, the Creator, might, you know, jump in on creativity there, but I could see him mopping next year too. Who's he up against? Let me know down in the comments.
As he went up to accept his 21st and 22nd Grammy Awards, Kendrick was rocking none other than a Canadian tuxedo. It's all in the imagery, man.
No, this shit goes deep. Deep. Ain't no pause. It just goes deep. K-Dot is a deep dude. Because you know, all Drake, this is all going right now. Drake's sitting in a hotel in Australia, and he's just getting the PDF files coming in. And the PDF files say Kendrick wore a Canadian tuxedo to accept his 5th and 6th Grammy. And he's like, "So what up, Brody? Why are you telling me this, Brody?" And then he keeps getting PDF files every update.
Everything Kendrick Lamar does with the imagery, the music, the messaging, it's all with a purpose. And this was the beautiful icing on the cake to celebrate this monumental achievement for hip hop, for diss records, with the sneakiest of sneak disses. Because if you guys didn't know, all right, let me put you onto a little bit of Canadian culture. As a fellow Canadian, a Canadian tuxedo is when you wear jeans and a jean jacket. And that's exactly what Kendrick was wearing tonight. And as he went up to accept this award, there was tons of legends in the crowd. Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, Swiss Beats. But honestly, I think the artist who was most happy for Kendrick to win this award was none other than Taylor Swift. Drake was using her name left and right in this entire beef, claiming she was Kendrick's new boss, claiming Kendrick was too scared to drop his diss track as a ghetto.
You know, that song, people were blaming Kendrick, that Kendrick says something to the Tupac estate. What if Taylor has something to do with that? Because she didn't like the fact that the song was called Tailor Made. You know, she could have had something to do with that too, because her producer her producer is the one that produced 616 in LA. You know, if y'all didn't know that, which was her producer. So they were in on this too. This was a unified takedown. Say Drake.
Overshadowed by her new album. He dropped a whole diss song with her name on it, tailor-made freestyle. And she returned the favor tonight by dancing like an absolute freak to Not Like Us.
Yo.
I'm talking from every...
That is... Yo. And if she doing this on TV like that, you know, when the cameras ain't on, it's worse. Which hate, like, yo, she is breaking.
And she returned the favor tonight by dancing like an absolute freak to Not Like Us.
Yo.
I'm talking from every angle.
Yo.
Here's some more angles for you guys. One last one.
The Grammy goes to, even if it's not you, Beyonce, I might just say that. Not Like Us, Kendrick.
She was rapping the song word for word. And honestly, the entire crowd was rapping it. I'm shocked.
Yo, there's a footage scene. I'm not sure if they're gonna have it on in here, but there was one where Lucian Grange turns around to Dr. Dre, you know, and he's high-fiving them because they're always so excited. And, you know, that's supposed to be Drake's daddy. You know, now they beefing. He don't want to do with him. He cut off.
Like, they played the most polarizing verse of the entire song.
For
literally
real.
blasting "Say Drake, I Hear You Like Him Young" in the middle of the ceremony, the entire crowd chanting it. And
That's what was so crazy to me, because that was a clear sign that we don't want you here no more. We don't like what you do, what you stand for. It's time to make a change. Yeah.
the crowd exploded. I'm talking Diddy Baby Oil freak off explosion when they heard the A minor.
What? What?
Set it up and pop. I'ma get him drunk. Won't pass it us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5.
So for the first 3 awards that Not Like Us won, Music Video of the Year, Rap Song, and Rap Performance of the Year, those were presented during the pre-ceremony, so Mustard accepted all of those awards. By the third one, I think he was like genuinely tired walking up and down that stage so many times to collect all these awards like wild Pokemon. But when the main show started, we hadn't seen Kendrick in the crowd. The Grammys...
And if y'all don't know, Roku. I think I said that right.
Had announced that there'd be a surprise performer during the ceremony. I had assumed, because we hadn't actually seen Kendrick, but his TDE presence was felt through Doechii and through SZA, I thought maybe he was hiding backstage and he would be the surprise guest. To my surprise, I was actually wrong, and it ended up being none other than The Weeknd. And again, Trust You, which kicked off this entire battle, which won Kendrick 5 different Grammys this year, but it was really Doechii's project, Alligator Bites Never Heal, along with Kendrick's presence in 2024, which helped enforce this shift that's occurring within the culture, within hip-hop, putting the focus back on real artistry, no gimmicks, pure innovation and expression, just letting the music talk. And Doechii going from just a couple of years ago posting a YouTube video saying, "Thank God I got fired from my job," emphasizing that she's now about to go all in on her career in music, to now winning a Grammy for this amazing project this early on in her career, speaks volumes to not only the direction that the Grammys are trying to go in, but also the direction that hip-hop is going in general. When we're celebrating artistry like this, rather than auto-tune drenched, cluttered mixtapes designed for TikTok algorithms, it shows that real music is making that comeback. But yeah, thanks to this change that the Grammys made, they were able to also make amends with Abel and have him perform a couple songs off his new album, which is phenomenal, by the way. Drop a comment if I should do a whole breakdown of.
And that's crazy because, and in the fact that she's a female artist, Doechii, a mixtape as well, it shows how amazing her artistry is. You know, she's a dope artist. A lot of these West Coast artists, like she's a baby Kendrick if you really look at what she can do. Rhapsody was another artist from the West Coast that I really like. I think she might be connected to TDE as well. I'm not sure. Don't hold me on that one. But let me know in the comments down south. Where's Rap City from? 'Cause she was another dope artist from the West Coast.
Of his new
Advice
project.
to the young people out there: never get into a rap battle with Kendrick Lamar.
And I just find this funny. Like, he's not a rapper. He has nothing to
Yo, listen, the whole world watched this. That's how you know this was one of the biggest songs, because I was even listening to sports, and they were talking about this, about the Grammys, and when Kendrick goes on tour, and they were like, oh, this was the Dan Patrick show, and he was saying they should play Not Like Us as every song in between another song. So they should transition to Not Like Us, play another song. And it's just crazy because everybody know who is making fun of, and they want more of it.
to do with hip hop. He was going up there to accept an award of his own, and he felt like it was necessary to emphasize this message. And before we break down everything Kendrick,
if he does not perform this at the Super Bowl, it will be a letdown. I'm just being honest. The biggest song that just won 5 Grammys ain't being played at the Super Bowl, and I'm sure if the NFL is like, yo, you better play it, because that song being played at the Super Bowl is going to be huge for the NFL. And if it wasn't, it would be a loss. You took a L, my G. Jesus Christ. Because this is getting blasted right now in Australia because they know he's there. This is getting blasted over there.
put up specifically just for the red carpet with his wife, Bianca, who was essentially fully nude. She was wearing a fur coat with a see-through dress, nothing under it. She took Grammys, being just one of them. Best rap song, best rap performance, best music video, song of the year, and record of the year. Absolutely.
Hey. Now listen, I know this is a much longer video than we do, and if you're still here, I appreciate the time that you take to just hang out with me. But listen, Kendrick made what's not going to be the record. He's he's done it before, but to sweep the rap categories the way he did basically cemented him as probably one of the greatest. Next year, he's going to pass Jay-Z for sure. And you look at it and you go, so you got to put him at the top now. He's taking the awards and he's bringing in the views, the listens, the whatever you want to call it. And after this Super Bowl, his catalog is going to get streamed even more. He's going to come out of this one record, Not Like Us, being one of the greatest streamed, the most streamed, and everything about it. But leave your comments down below. Leave me a 1 if you're still here at the end. And right here next to Elmo is your next video. Peapod Cove. See you on the next one.